Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a while since we saw you guys. We were here a week ago last Friday, right? So we, if you didn't catch that, check out our live from that Friday. It was the Friday after WESA, and we had a few people on. It was pretty interesting. We talked a lot about WESA. That's why we kind of left some of that in the intro there. Anyway, welcome back. I'm Joe.
I'm Connor.
And I'm Lorena.
As always, we want to thank the biggest supporters of the channel, American Hat Company and Joby's Hats. Without them, we wouldn't be doing this. So thank you to them.
And it's becoming almost just a script. Without them, I wouldn't have a job.
That's right. And you know what? Also, thank you to American, who are supplying these giveaway hats. We are giving away a straw every live stream that once we reach 100 viewers, or 100 likes, I'm sorry, on the stream, we're giving away an American straw. So
that's only on YouTube.
That is only on YouTube. That's right. So if you're on Facebook, come on over to YouTube, drop a like, watch us from the YouTube channel, and you might win a hat. So yeah, we appreciate that, and we've got a few more to give away. Well, we're going to talk about some other stuff we're giving away soon too. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Connor, you were at the store today. Mm-hmm. How was it? You were at the store all week, right? Well, no, because
we were in San Marcos.
We were in San Marcos, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later too. But how was the store this week?
Busy. Yeah. As usual, busy. A lot of customers getting ready, coming in, asking when's the new second location opening.
Right, and we got some news coming on that too here in just a few minutes. So I was at Joby's today, saw Connor. So Jeff Bukowski was in town. He is a viewer from Canada. So we got a lot of viewers from Canada, Australia, Mexico. So it was really cool to meet up with him at Joby's. We got a couple of pictures that we don't have in here yet, but we will post those to social media.
They are now on YouTube.
They are now on YouTube.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So check out the YouTube, what is that? It's called Communities?
Yes, Community
page.
It's kind of like Instagram for YouTube, right?
Yeah, or a Facebook page. You can post whatever you want to post on there, pictures, polls.
Lorena puts a lot of stuff on there. I put some stuff on there every once in a while too.
A social media person.
My biggest thing is working to get stuff out to our members. And you guys saw the new members. We want to thank them. They were in the intro, and we want to thank them. It's a huge help for what we do. It's a great big support. We really appreciate them. I do owe you guys some videos, and we were busy this week. It was our first in-person hat shaping school, and it was kind of hectic, right? We weren't sure what to expect. we've done a postmortem. We know how to do it a little bit better next time, and so I got to work to get that backlog of stuff out. But expect that coming this week. We've got some other stuff coming this week too. So
postmortem.
Postmortem is the word.
All right, I'm gonna question that.
Okay.
I'm gonna question that.
So we are doing. We're working on a new live stream. You might have seen a video that I posted, just a really short video where we were talking about the hot sauce. We got the hot sauce in. Show him, Connor.
He's not excited.
It's upside down.
I know. I'm turning it around.
So you guys remember a couple of weeks ago we talked about doing a Hot Ones episode. So we got the hot sauce in this week, and I did a little video about it. And Connor's getting ready. He's wrapping his head around it. I'm not gonna lie, man. I am used to eating spicy stuff, but some of these things are, once you get to level 8, 9, and 10, they're kind of chemically altered to be spicier than normal stuff. So I don't know if I've ever had anything that spicy. It's going to be fun to find out.
Number 10 is Guinness World Record holding, sir. I'm going to die.
Well, we've got some stories to tell about the hot sauce related stuff, and you guys will get to see that. So we're working on scheduling that. Great. But what we want to do is we want to do a live stream on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube all at the same time. So we're going to be testing that this week. We're going to have a live, you can go ahead down. We're going to be doing a live test on that. Or don't break them.
What does that say on the back?
Careful around the eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on Connor. Make sure he doesn't poke his fingers in his eyes while he's eating hot sauce.
Yeah, if that's what they're watching for, then they're going to be in for a surprise because I'm going to die.
So speaking of keeping an eye on Connor, last time, I think it was on the Friday live stream, we talked about what did Connor do. In the previous video, we were kind of changing up to the desk, right? So we had a cowhide on here. And in that video, Connor was doing something, and we asked, what was Connor doing? And nobody guessed. Well, one person guessed, but he knew because he was a moderator, and we talked about it in the moderator group. So Connor was, for 22 seconds, stroking the cowhide, right? And so we just kind of thought that was funny. So what did we do? We got Connor a fidget cam. So if we see Connor fidgeting, we're gonna zoom in on it, and that way we know, right? So the fidget cam is in effect. Are you ready?
I'm going to try not to fidget.
Hey, at least we don't have the cowhide back here. It's a nice.
I know, but I have a box.
Put it on the floor.
Uh-oh.
Put it on the floor.
No.
Oh, he wants the box. Okay, he's going to keep the box. Nope. No Connor. No Connor. No Connor. Stop it. Go to the Connor cam. Box.
I got a question, guys.
Yeah, what's up?
This is from Michael Ojeda.
Hey,
He
Michael, how
wants
you
to
doing?
know, Connor, is Joby doing a Memorial Day sale?
More than likely. I have no yes or no on that, but I'm going to say more than likely.
Hey, look, we talked to Joby today about the new store and about coming on here. There was some question. Maybe he would be in here tonight. Maybe we could do a live stream. But they're working to get the new store open. We're hoping it's this week, and so I would expect him to have a new store opening, but maybe not. We haven't talked about it yet. We're gonna get to that though. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that live stream test sometime this week, whenever Connor's schedule permits. We'll probably stream that for members of Facebook and YouTube, and we'll probably just run a test on Instagram and TikTok. But so if you remember, you're looking for that, it's coming. All right, so we've also been talking about my personal hats, right? And we get a lot of questions about my personal hats. I want to talk about them. We did 2 weeks ago. We did the chocolate. So we did 200X chocolate 2 weeks ago. And so this week we've got my 500X silverbelly. And so we thought we'd just show that. And Connor, you kind of mentioned this was a lighter hat than your by weight, we mean lighter hat than your 1000X.
Absolutely. That thing is lightweight compared to my mink.
So they really finish the silverbelly and the lighter color hats. They finish them really short, so it's really thin and really crisp. It's stiff. It's stiff, right? For a felt, it's pretty stiff.
Absolutely.
And so let's see if we can zoom in on this here. So it has how am I going to hold that right there? It's got the 2-inch sweatband in it. Lambskin. And it does come. Do all of the 500X come with the black? What's the different colors of the liners, right?
White is 7X, red is 10X, 20X to 40X is beige, 100X and up is black.
Okay.
100X, 200X, 500X is black. 1000X mink has its own that says American mink in it.
Right.
And then
it's purple
the
and
Tough
black.
Cooper.
It's purple and black. Connor can't see color, so we just had a conversation about what color John Deere was a minute ago.
Shut up. And then the Tough Cooper felts have red and blue.
Red and blue. Okay. So the 200X and 500X have the same buckle, except there's a gold accent in the 500. So they're a sterling silver buckle set. And yeah, you can't hardly. I've got a hat pin in there too. So
I was looking at something else. You're fine.
Okay. What's wrong now?
Nothing?
What's wrong with my hat,
Nothing.
Connor?
Do you see it?
No. What's wrong with it?
I'm not going to point it out then.
It's fine. My hat's fine, Connor. Drives me nuts. But there's the 500X, and we'll show you the 500X steel. It's really hard to show, or it's hard to really kind of.
It's hard to put that on camera.
Yeah, there's a really big difference in how thin the 500X silverbelly is compared to the 500X steel. The steel is a little thicker. Why do they finish the lighter color hats so short? We don't know.
I feel like I know this answer, but it's escaping me at the moment.
So different people do different colored hats, right? So the same guy who does...
You have a dark line and a light line.
Right.
Keep everything separate at the factory. Keep the darks and the lights separate. It makes cleaning them and keeping them clean in the building much, much easier.
Okay. That makes sense. So they're used to finishing that product a certain way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is a question we'll ask Cody Bates when we get a chance to talk to him really soon. Coming up, we're gonna have we'll have more details on that coming. What else should people know about the 500X?
I mean, money-wise, that's the best hat you can get. The 1000X obviously is more of a show-off thing. Mm-hmm. Look at me, I have the 1000X mink. But the best hat you can get is going to be a 500 because it's pure beaver belly. Pure. Whereas when you get to the mink, it's pure beaver belly with mink. So it's no longer a pure hat.
Right.
It is technically contaminated. So if you want to use that terminology, it's technically contaminated, meaning it's not going to be as strong
not pure,
or as durable.
Right. Yeah. So it's not a pure one species. It's a blend. It's a blend.
It's a half breed.
Yes.
It's a mutt.
Yes.
That's a joke.
You know what? We had a question on the stream. So hey, you know what, guys? There were guys lined up 45 minutes before. It was 45 minutes before the stream, and we appreciate that. It means you guys are interested in what we have to say, and you guys are waiting to be here.
Yeah, Rich was like, "Is this where the line starts?"
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But there was a question about IX hats and that's the wrong one.
Yeah, I got it. Oh no.
Trying to get the fidget cam.
There's a fidgeting.
Yeah. We're gonna send this all over to Lorena so she can
I feel like we're shock therapy Connor here.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, we're trying to.
Just a reminder, guys. I love that you guys are hitting the heart button, but you gotta actually like the stream.
Right. Yeah.
YouTube.
Connor. That's
Connor's pitch.
That's Connor's spiel coming up.
I guess it doesn't matter. I'll let Anna go for it.
Okay.
No.
Now that she mentioned putting me under shock therapy, good. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that statement. Let's see. I've been tied up. Now they want to shock me.
You've been replaced by a dummy.
I bet. Maybe I am in danger. Clay, if you're watching,
Blink twice if you feel endangered, Connor.
Hey.
Yeah, I got the question right here.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do the question and then you can do your spiel.
Focus.
Okay. Dan McGlade asks, I'm interested in learning more about weather resistance of the 100X, 200X, and 500X. At what point do I need to spray them with something if I intend on taking a long walk in the rainstorm?
I would never spray a felt hat with anything other than a cleaner, maybe. And I don't even use cleaner on my personal.
Are we just going to gloss over the fact he said taking a long walk in a rainstorm?
Yes, we are.
I mean, I understand. I mean, we've all had them days, but all right.
Well, look, maybe, it's a built-in umbrella, right? So maybe he doesn't want to get his hair wet.
He likes pina coladas and get caught in the rain. Right?
Right.
That was the baddest joke
So-
ever.
So look, the hat's going to get soaked.
It's going to get soaked, but it's not going to hurt it.
Right. You may lose shape.
You're going
a
to
little
lose. I
bit.
mean, if it soaks all the way through, I don't care what quality it is. If it
Yeah.
soaks all the way through, you're going to lose the shape. It's not going to ruin the hat. Let it dry. Take it, get it reshaped.
Yeah.
Good to go.
The lower the X, the
Less amount of
easier-
rain it takes.
Right. Yeah. The less amount of rain it takes to kind of do that. And this is something we saw this week. I never have a problem with my hats. When I take one hat and I throw it in the car or I drag it around with me, I never have any problems with it. Maybe over time they kind of get a little bit warped or something. But we took a bunch of hats to San Marcos this week.
We took all the different qualities that we have between the both of us.
Right. So we had, what do we have? 20X, 40X, had two 40Xs. We didn't have 100,
200, 500,000.
200, 500,000. And I was wearing my 500, luckily, but my 40X and 200X took a beating. I will say that the 40X took the worst of it.
Yeah, there again, lower quality is going to move and warp the most.
So,
And I use that term lower quality very, very loosely. I'm not saying that's a bad hat. That's not what I'm getting at.
right. So they did very well until we put them in a car and left them for 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that.
Half an hour, yeah.
Half an hour, something like that.
I mean, you put them in my truck, and
Yeah.
the truck had been sitting out in the Texas heat, the South Texas heat all day.
Yeah.
It was 105 outside, so
So we two of the brims, both of them on the left side. It must have been the way they were laying or something. They were in hat boxes and they both got jacked up a little bit. Connor fixed them.
somebody threw a fit.
Yeah, I did.
He kind of got.
I needed them for a display, and I need them for a
He
video.
was a little ornery about it. Actually, he was a lot ornery about
Was I?
it. A little bit.
A
Little
little
bit.
what?
A little bit.
Nah,
A little bit ornery.
but
honorary.
they're
Ornery.
fixed. Anyway, the point was the 40X took it worse, right? So the 200X it was almost hard to tell if there's anything wrong with it.
And I guarantee that just means the 500 wouldn't have phased it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean
my 1,000, it's
Mhm.
never really warped or moved at all,
yeah.
unless I beat on it, which I have.
Both my 500s have been reshaped only because I wanted to change. We changed the crown in the steel to make it a more long oval because I am an extremely long oval.
Yeah.
And then this one, we changed the brim just to make it a little bit. No, we took the howdy mams out of it. That's what we did. It's basically the same shape, but we took the howdy mams out of it because Connor was bullying me.
This is nothing new. I bully everyone.
Yes.
Okay, I have two questions, but I'm going to kind of merge them in one. Because the first one is, do all hats shrink over time? And then someone else asks, do felt hats shrink or get bigger over time? I'm debating over a 7 1/8, which fits snug, and a 7 1/4, which has some wiggle room. Which should I buy?
Always go with the bigger size. If you are in between sizes or if you have a hat that is too tight, go with the next bigger size because it's always easier to make it smaller and it is not easy at all to make it, it's almost impossible to make it bigger.
Right. And it doesn't matter what quality, when it felt. It doesn't matter what quality of felt, whether it's an $80 felt or an $8,000 felt.
Right.
They all shrink over time.
Yeah.
They all shrink over time. It doesn't matter, like I said, doesn't matter the brand or the quality or the material. They shrink over time. Felt is a living, breathing creature. It's going to shrink down. That's normal. That's to be expected, which is why usually if one fits like a glove and the other one has a little bit of room, go up. Now, if that next size up fits you like a 5-gallon bucket, go back down. But you want to have a little bit of room. One, because it will warp a little bit as we shape it for you. So it's not going to fit the same. It should fit better when we get done, obviously. But it's going to move. It's going to shrink. That's just part of a felt hat.
I know it's weird, but here's my problem. My head is bigger than a 7 1/2, but smaller than a 7 5/8. Which size should I pick?
5/8.
Wait. Smaller than okay. His head is smaller.
He's
yeah,
in between
go to
sizes.
7/5/8. Yeah, that's the same. Go 7/5/8 and tape the hat. Make it
Or if you decide to order one from a store, if you decide to actually special order one from a store, order a 7 5/8 drummed.
that you would have to order as a special order from American.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to order it from the store.
Right.
And they would have to order it from special order from
Right.
a factory. That's what I...
Did you say tape a hat? What does that mean?
So that's where we put the tape in the hat, and you put half on the sweatband inside of the sweatband, half on the felt itself, and it
takes it up roughly half a size in that area.
So it's a great trick to use, and we've shown it on a couple of videos. I think with one of my hat cleaning videos with Joby. I think it was probably the felt video. See if we can put a link to that in the description when the stream's over.
Now, since we're a little bit into this, guys, don't forget, if we hit 100 likes on the stream, we are giving away an American straw tonight. So
yes, sir.
Be sure to hit the like. And just in case you're unaware, the little heart button is not the like button. You actually have to get out of the live chat if you are on a mobile device. And you have to look under the description of the video, and there's a little thumbs up button. You have to click that. That is the like button. The other stuff just sends hearts, lets us know how we're doing.
Yes. So how are we doing, by the way, right now?
Right now, just reached 81 likes.
81.
Very
Cool.
nice.
Moving up faster.
We are more than halfway there. I hope we get to give away a hat today. That'd be great. So keep hitting that like button. All right. So let's talk about what's been happening this last week and the last couple weeks, really, because we were here, but it wasn't on a regularly scheduled stream.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Right. So our first in-person hat shaping class, I think it went really well. What do you think?
I think so. I had fun with it.
I was impressed. It went very well. I think, like I said, we learned some things, and we'll be.
That was really the first time you actually got to see me teach.
Yes.
Not to a live audience and not to camera.
Yeah, I think we'll have it more streamlined for the next one, but it went really well.
Well, just like we do with this, we'll get better every single time.
Yeah.
But I was happy with the results.
Yes. And I think everybody, showed improvement.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you see on their ability?
There again, and I'm going to keep saying this throughout the classes that we do, the online classes, the in-person classes. 3 days with me, you're not going to be professional. You're not. Don't have no illusions of grandeur there. That's not going to happen. But what I will give you is knowledge and skill and tips and tricks and show you how to get to that point. I can give you the map, but if you don't follow it on your own after the class and put it into practice, it's not going to work. So what I've noticed is all the guys that were in the class were more than willing to learn. Obviously, they wouldn't be there if they didn't want to learn. So they were more than happy to listen to what I had to say. One of the gentlemen, he tried to throw me off constantly by asking questions with every breath he took. But that's the whole point. We want you to ask questions.
Yes,
things
the
like
questions are the good thing.
But I was
that's what they're paying you for, to answer their questions.
And that's what I'm there to do. I was happy with their progress. I was happy with the entire experience.
It was
we
great.
Get to do a lot more for you guys.
It was great. And like you said, 3 days is not nearly enough. That's why we're looking at 5 days in Mexico. Hey, so if you're watching from Mexico and you are interested in the hat shaping school, check out the website, cowboycartelgroup.com/school, and let us know about what you think about the Mexico trip. So that would be something coming up. And so you can check out all of our upcoming dates on the website. Let us know.
I noticed she was giggling pretty hard over there.
Yes.
Oh, it was because I'm thinking of a phrase I heard a lot last week. Never mind. Something about a monkey and music. So, Mark Harnish. Dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah, that's my catchphrase around here anymore.
How long have you been shaping hats, Connor?
10 years.
10 years.
Short answer, 10 years. But, okay, so you got to get into that a little bit, though. 10 years, and 9 of that was production on an assembly line. Meaning I was shaping 4, 5, 6, a couple of times even 700 hats a day.
And there's a video of that.
Shameless plug.
No, there's a video of that. Well,
Just on TikTok right now.
put a link to that too.
Yeah.
But no, I was working production. Now, the past year, I have been in a store. So if you want to get technical, if you'd want to run the specific numbers, which I don't want to sit down and do the math on it because it makes my head hurt. The amount of hats that I would do on a daily basis, if you were to spread that out into what it would be like in a store, doing 500, 600 hats a day, that just for reference, at a store, how long do you think it would take to do 500 hats? Is that a week? Is that 2 weeks?
I don't know. I would say at 30 a day probably is a good average, right? 30 a day.
Yeah, that's average.
So 30 a day. That's 100 every 3 days. So you're talking about I don't
2
know,
weeks basically.
What do you work 5 days a week? Or
6.
are you talking about 6? Okay, that's 2 for 2.5 weeks.
So 2.5 weeks. That's for 1 day. 1 day is 2.5 weeks. Now, spread that out over 9 years. So my 9 years is basically, probably the equivalent of 30 to 40 to maybe even 50 years of experience in a store. So you kind of have to qualify that a little bit, I guess.
Well, I mean, how many different shapes did you do at the factory versus at the store, right?
Really, they're not much different at the store. You have basically it's interpretation and taste, because at the factory we would shape it. A cattleman was a cattleman, unless they said they wanted a cattleman with cutters, or a minnock was a minnock, a brick was a brick. There was really no play in some of these unless you had the special order that said see office for shape or see pictures, whatever. So, in a store, you are going to want something different than you will.
Yes.
So you might want the same exact shape. You might say, I want a cattleman with a J brim. Your interpretation of that is going to be different than hers. So it is a little different. I wouldn't say I did many different shapes at either one. I wouldn't say one was more vast than the other.
Yeah.
But you have to qualify that a little bit.
It's a completely different.
It's a different ballgame.
Yeah, it is.
Apples to oranges, really.
Yes.
And people wanted to know the shape and the brim on that silver belly over there. That's
your hat. You do
Connor.
it.
It's a modified J brim. It's a little bit wider than a J. So what's a J? 5 or 6 inches? 6
J
inches?
is 6 inches wide,
And this
laid out, relaxed size.
This one's probably 7 inches wide, and it's a cattleman, standard cattleman. That's what I usually wear. I'm wearing a minnock today.
Yeah, you can't really say that's what you usually wear when you're wearing a minnock.
Right. Well, I've got 2 minnocks. And
Put the hat back on.
Oh, the hat here.
Put the hat back on, Papaw.
Guys, we have a new member, Jake Stanford.
Jake, thanks for being a member.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Yes.
And he has a question.
Yes.
He says, I know American puts lamb skin in the sweatband. Now, what was the leather before the lambskin?
What's in this hat? It was just standard. What is that, Connor? See this?
I know that answer. I do. I don't know if I can
Is it cowhide?
I don't know if I can or can't say on that one.
Oh, really? It's proprietary?
I don't know. I don't want to screw the pooch on that one.
I've
done that before.
We did a factory tour of American Hat Company with Cody Bates, and we talked about the different leathers. I don't know if he said at the time. So check that video out. It might have the information in there. If not, I will find out what it is. Because, we could send it to a lab, right?
We could.
Get DNA tested. We'll find out. It can't be proprietary.
I don't think it is, but
It can't be because you can find out what it is. Anybody can find out what it is.
Is anybody going to go through the trouble of sending something to a lab?
We will.
That's just your CDO acting up as what it is.
What if it's human skin? Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I don't know if we should probably say that. We might get sued. It's not human skin.
I don't work here.
I'm kidding.
I work for Joby's.
I have another question here, guys.
Yes.
Why are straw hats rated with an X?
It means nothing.
Right. We talked about this a couple of times too.
I'll die on this hill.
It's a way for them to explain to you the difference of the weave of a hat. So straw is graded by weaves per inch, and they really mean nothing. American did away with the stars or the X's for their straw hats a year or two ago because it really means nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just
it's a selling point.
Yeah. So
it's a marketing thing. I hate to be that way.
look
but
at
that's what it is.
Look at like Stetson. They've got the standard 10X or whatever, and then they've got the 500X straw and the 1000X straw. Those Panama straw hats should be a tighter weave as you go up, right?
In theory, yes.
In theory, right? And if you look, there are some handmade Panama hats out of, I forget what they're out of. They're not out of Panama, though. They're out of somewhere in South America. And they go up to $25,000. So if you look up most expensive straw hat, you're going to get a face full of that at $25,000 straw. No, thank you.
Nope, I got nothing for that one.
Yes.
We're now at 97 likes.
97 already.
You guys are rocking it.
Yes, but 98 just now.
98, yay. All right.
But we're going to wait on that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get through the news at least.
News.
So, yeah.
I have another interesting question here.
Yes.
How do you crack a straw hat? I keep hearing about this. So how does that happen?
Yeah, we saw it at the, Connor's going to do it. Grab one. Connor's going to crack one for you so you can see. What you're basically doing is you're breaking the lacquer and breaking through the lacquer and actually cracking the straw underneath. You can actually break that. I mean, it's a paper product that's been
Or
coated
you can hear it. I do this.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's that, and then there's the
This one doesn't actually crack
that one does bad.
as bad as like I guess you could just like completely, and then you can actually see that's never coming out. So,
and then there's the old faithful.
yeah, let's not do that either. But you're basically, so you have the paper underneath that has been coated in a lacquer and made it hard. So when you break it over, you're breaking the straw underneath. Yes.
We just reached 100
All right,
likes.
you guys, we're giving away a hat tonight. So let's get through this though. Let's at least get through the news. Let me finish
Bear
this
with
up.
us.
So Connor, we got off on a tangent like
That's normal for us.
Always do.
That's
And people don't like it, but that's okay.
bite me.
So we revised if you don't know, we were just talking about the 30-second video. This is Connor shaping a hat at the factory in 31 seconds and some change, I think.
31.81.
And we attempted this again at the school last week. And we've got some video of that. We'll probably post it. He didn't quite get it done.
No. That was on factory steamers. I'm using a Jiffy.
So we were using a Jiffy. He did get the crown knocked out in one go. It took him about 30 seconds for the crown. I think it was 30 seconds for the crown, another 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds for the brim. 40 seconds, 45 seconds for the brim. He had to go back and steam it 3 times as opposed to just once.
Just once. Well, once for each.
So twice at the factory. And it took a little longer to get them steamed up. But we are looking to actually, we're gonna get Connor in training. Because when I posted that originally, Raul or Rags commented that he could do it too. So we're calling him out. We're going to get Connor back in fighting weight, and then Rags, come out and show us what you got. I think your video said all accepting all takers right now.
I really feel like y'all are just throwing me to the wolves here.
I feel like
Good Lord.
I think it'll make great content, Connor.
the
Come on.
Rocky theme should be playing in the back right now.
We're going to add that to a button. We'll put that on.
You have all those
The eye
buttons
of
and
the
you don't
tiger.
use a single one of them.
I mean, I can use one. I don't know.
The eye of the tiger.
We got buttons all over the place that we don't
He
use.
doesn't use any of them ever.
I use the hotkeys.
Use the hotkeys for the camera, but you don't use the buttons for the sounds that you've taken the time to set up.
Hey, I'm running this thing.
You almost slipped up there, didn't you? Almost slipped up there, didn't
It's a
you?
one-man show over here. I'm producing and talking at the same time. Come on.
Look
give me a
at you.
break.
You're doing so good.
Shut up, Connor. Yes.
Yes. So, can you buy hats straight from the factory?
No.
All right.
They are not direct to consumer.
One more here. This will sound totally silly. I was thinking about doing a custom crown for the first time, but I have no idea where to start.
That's extremely vague.
Yeah, I don't understand that a little bit.
Need more info.
Like, is it attempting to shape the crown himself?
Or is he
taking it somewhere?
Does he want a traditional hat? Does he want a fashion hat?
Right. Get some more information on that. Give us some more information, details in the chat, and we will be glad to help you with that. All right. So we were talking about the school, not the online school, but the in-person hat shaping class that we had. And these guys, they did really well. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a database of everybody who's taken the in-person shaping class with Connor. And we're going to kind of publish that on our website and maybe on Facebook. I don't know how we're going to get it all done yet, but that way, if you guys are in a specific area and you're looking for a hat shaper who you would trust with your hat, you will at least know, look, these guys have been through school. They haven't just, kind of tried to figure it out themselves. They've had formal training, so you guys will, we want to help them. We want to help you guys find each other and get you all set up. So that's coming. And the more of these we do, the better it's going to be. So we'll have that information coming soon too. All right. Now I think we've covered all of that. Let's go into the news real quick. Connor, I want to show you something.
I can't see anything because the hat's in the way.
It's a picture of Indiana Jones. His hat from the second movie.
Oh, the one that sold online.
$630,000. What do you think of that?
I mean, if it's, your favorite kind of thing, then absolutely, because there's a couple of movies with a couple of things that I would spend ungodly amounts on to get. So I understand that.
Okay. All right.
But it is hard to, you'll never be able to explain that to anybody and make it rationalized and make sense.
Right. Well,
if somebody has that in their house, you can't just say, look, I spent over $500,000 on a hat.
Yeah. Well, Lorena said, who wants a sweaty old hat? And I said, well, it's Harrison Ford's sweat.
And he has a point.
So, should we do one of those?
We can.
We can. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Easy shape.
What do you guys think? The hats that are used in the movie are from, where are they from? I lost my notes.
Herbert Johnson, London.
Thank you. Herbert Johnson, London. We can get a hat from there. We can't really get one American to do it with.
I mean, I guess if we want to spend the money, we can.
I'm not spending money on a hat. Oh, I guess I am. But I mean, what American would you use?
Are you asking me what color it is? Because it looks like you're asking me what color it is.
What?
We covered this not 20 minutes ago.
Model hat would you wear or would you use?
I would say that's a felt.
It's a floppy hat. I mean, yeah, but it's a floppy hat though, right? So it's like a dress weight hat. It's a fedora. It's like an old standard fedora. You couldn't just go grab a 200X American and make that, could you?
I could make that out of any hat.
Rich Swig here says, could you do it with an open road?
I don't know what an open road is. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's that one I keep giving a bunch of crap about.
Oh, wait. What is it you call the people that wear those?
No, I do not call them anything.
Okay.
Are we making a fedora or what? And what would you make it out of?
Isn't that a Stetson? Matthew Blair asked.
That is not a Stetson. That is a Herbert Johnson from the bodies are Herbert Johnson.
Like I said, I can make that hat out of anything. It's just the shape is all it is.
Right. Okay.
You give me the hat and I can do it.
Well, All right. Let us know. Should we
I'm
do
gonna
one of
let
these
you pick.
hats? Should we do one of these hats? Let us know, and then we're gonna figure out.
And then we're going to have Connor wear it.
Where's,
And
where's,
then we're
where's
going
my
to-
button? Where's the fidget cam? There it is.
We're
Stop it,
going to
Connor. Stop
auction it. Right?
You want to auction it?
I mean, why
What?
not?
I don't think we're gonna make
I don't-
We can give it
630,000.
away.
I'm not sure
Wait.
that's how that works. I don't even know if that's legal.
You're always giving me a hard time about how much I sweat. Let me wear that sucker for a couple weeks.
What?
We make one of them hats. Let me wear it for a couple weeks, sweat it out, let people think it's worth something. It's not gonna have the same effect. I
No,
know.
Connor. No, Connor. All right.
Don't look at me like that, please.
Let us know in the chat. Should we make one of those hats? And we'll see what we can do on that. All right. Are we giving away a hat or what?
Yes.
All right.
But
Give it
not
away.
yet.
No?
We made the goal though.
I got questions.
All right. What do you got? Questions?
I have questions too. Don't worry.
Okay, so this
You
one's
do that.
from-
I'm going to figure it out if I can do something.
Okay. I enjoy watching your videos. They're very helpful for us who wear cowboy hats. Keep up the amazing YouTube videos.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Any suggestions on a good cowboy hat that will stand up to being in the weather and for everyday wear?
Go ahead, quality snob.
Stand up for everyday wear. Like,
Yeah, to being in the weather. I mean, he means working outside.
I use a 40X. I've gotten a 40X wet, I don't know, dozens of times. And I don't think I've ever had to reshape it because of weather. I would probably grab a 40X in a dark color before I would
Yes.
grab a light colored hat,
It'll show
even
less.
500X. So I would say 40X and get some kind of a dark color or medium dark color.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd say 40 or 100. I mean, 100X was projected to be the working cowboy hat. So
Yeah, I mean, if you can
swing it, go
justify a 100X, that's the working man's hat.
for it. If you're gonna
that's-
wear it and work it, that's
Yeah.
the best bang for the buck.
right. Yes.
And what do you guys think about the hearts on the crown's people shape?
Oh, the minic with hearts.
Yes.
I mean,
The hearts on the crown.
the minic with hearts.
okay.
No, well, I think it's on the crown, but not on the side.
I
Okay,
mean,
let's
either
talk about
one.
both because you just did one of those, right?
I've done both.
I mean, we just didn't we do one at the
School?
at
Mhm.
school?
Mhm.
So we had a student do one of those. Did you help him with that? Did you?
He did it first on his own, then I showed him.
All right. So you could do both. You can either put them, and we have down there. We have hearts down there somewhere next to Connor as dimples for the minic. We teach that in the school as well. There's a video of that on for the pro hat shaping school. But I mean, I think they're cool, and especially if they're done right, I think they're really cool. If you can't find it, don't worry about it, Connor. Well, you're at some point you have to give up. Yes. Okay. Moving on.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so
alright.
pretty.
You were wearing one earlier today.
I love it.
They're looking pretty good.
Am I right, ladies?
Believe it or not, that's more popular with the men than it is with the
Yeah.
ladies.
And then on the other side is the snake eyes.
Don't look at me like that. I do more of the hearts for the men than I do the women.
We just have a pile of hats down here. Connor was going through.
Back where you came from.
All right. Let's go ahead and give away a hat, and then we will talk about the 200X giveaway coming next here in just a few minutes. So you want to stick around after the giveaway, so we'll tell you about the 200X giveaway. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys ready? Okay, here we go.
And the winner is. Did I have the drum roll? Did I put the drum roll in here?
No.
I don't know. I'm just gonna start. That's not it. That's not the drum roll. No, that's not the drum roll.
No.
All right, I got to put the drum roll in there.
So this person does not subscribe to this channel, so we cannot give
Okay.
it away.
Try again.
Try again.
Now you use the
Hey,
womp.
Which one was it? All right, look. Hey, you guys got to be subscribed to the channel. for it to pick you, or no, not to pick you, to be eligible for the giveaway. So hit the subscribe button and try again next week. And
thank you.
Yes?
Come again.
Okay, here we go.
no comment.
It's a Simpsons reference.
What did you say?
Hapu or Apu or whatever you did,
Apu.
Apu.
Quickie Mart.
Quickie
Thank you.
Mart.
Come again.
Yes. Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Kate America.
Kate America.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. It was her birthday not so long ago, if I remember well. So
Oh, really?
There you
Well,
go.
Happy belated birthday. And here's your hat. Send us an email, info@cowboycartelgroup.com, and we'll send this out to you along with some patches.
Yes, your name, your address,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much
That's
it.
about it. Yeah.
Yes.
send us an email with your name and address.
Name,
and we'll-
address, social security number, bank routing info.
Yes.
Your worst fears.
Yes. All right. So
That'll be fun.
we talked about this. We talked to Joby today, as we said, and we were hoping to get him in here, get him on a call at the very least. That's not going to happen until this
He's been
store is over
busy.
with. We are going to go see him this week for the grand opening of the store. We're going to talk to him. We're going to get an answer on when and where we can do the 200X giveaway. We would love to do it at Joby's, either the new store or the old store. Either one would be great. Just take all this equipment, live stream, and take it over to Joby's and do a live from there.
Take it. Yeah, that's simple.
I didn't say it was going to be easy. I just said it would be really
How
cool.
many trips you think that's going to take you?
With you coming here, if you look, we could take Joby's small trailer, back it up here, load everything in, and go drive it over there. Then we get all of the employees to drag it upstairs for us.
We have a freight elevator, sir.
I'm teasing. But
Is
we're
he though?
just going to leave this. We'll leave this on. Oh, look, they can see your notes. All right, so we're going to meet with Joby. We're going to figure out where we're doing this, if we're going to do it, like I said, at the new store, the old store, or if we're just going to do it here. I would love to do it at one of the stores, though, so we will have that information coming up. I would love to do it in the first week or two of September. Also, we got to figure out the Hot Ones episode. So stay tuned. More information coming this week for the live stream, and then we will definitely announce when we're doing the Hot Ones episode.
Do we at least want to open the box with this camera and let them
I mean, you
see?
can go ahead.
Oh,
You
that
wanna-
might be
You
something.
guys want to see? We're going to show them when we do the
Okay, fine.
video. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yes, you have a question.
Jake Sanford asks, for practicing hat shaping for the first time, do you recommend practicing on a felt or on a straw?
Well, we start everybody off
I
on a
start
straw.
on straw.
So everybody, we started 2 days
2
on,
days of
on
straw.
straw, and the theory is if you can shape the crown
On
in
a
these
straw.
Bangoras that we were using, you can shape it in anything, felt or straw, and then we move on to felt just for brims, right?
Right.
Because you shape the felt brims differently than you do the
Straw
straw brims.
is harder because straw will show all of your mistakes and your hard lines. For example, anybody can shape a felt hat and make it look decent because felt is very
Seen
forgiving
it.
with these
Seen
lines.
it, yeah.
Whereas straw, if you use the same practices here as you do on here, this is going to make a fool of you and show how little or
We see
where
it
you need
all
to
the time.
improve.
We see it all the time where something's not perfectly round or symmetrical, or if the center crease is off, the center mark is off, off to the brim. It's very easy to see all of that.
So as much of a pain as it is, I would say start with straw.
Yeah, start with straw. And if we've got some meetings this week, and we're gonna let the members know a little more. But if you're a member of the Pro Hat Shaping School, we may have some inexpensive or less expensive straw practice hats coming soon. We've got a meeting on Thursday about this. We've got several meetings this week with a whole bunch of cool stuff coming, including more guests. So we're going to get guests scheduled for in here, and hopefully that'll lead to a bunch of other stuff. So that's all coming this week. Yes.
One more question.
Uh-huh.
This comes from Jake as well. And he says, I know you don't usually talk about this, but do you have any favorite knife brand?
I'm not wearing my. I took my knife off already. I do. I like zero tolerance. Zero tolerance knives. I've had several of those. I've got a really cool one. I think that's the knife I had. It's the one I've been wearing for the last few weeks or few days. So if you see the new video we did with the Hot Ones open box, whatever you call that.
Unboxing?
Thank you. Unboxing. Zero tolerance was used in that.
You're the internet guy? Papa, your age is showing.
You run this stuff.
I'm cracking up.
Yeah, Dance Monkey Dance.
Microtech, Ultratech. That's the one I broke recently. It was a 10-year-old knife though. It's but I've been carrying another Microtech. That's about all I carry is zero tolerance and Microtech, and I've got some fixed blade stuff too. I got all kinds of crap. Swiss Army is also a great knife. I love my Swiss Army knife. It usually travels with me or goes in a bag or used to. It hasn't in a while, but got all the tools in it.
Trusty old case.
Trusty old case. That's Connor's favorite. I'm trying to think what else I got.
Anything that I could fidget with is my favorite.
Lorena's got a Rat 5. It's like this big.
I do.
Ontario
it's in the kitchen.
cutlery.
I don't know why I have it though. It's not like I'm going to gut, a cow or something.
Yeah.
That could be arranged.
Oh no, trust me. No,
it could be
señor.
arranged. It could be arranged. So,
No, gracias.
I think that's about it. I used to carry. Forget what I used to carry. Benchmade. I used to carry Benchmade a lot. That's it. You're just a case guy, right? That's it.
That was kind of the first quality knife that was given to me. I had a Winchester. I've had the case. I've had a bunch of the cheap ones from like gas stations because I thought they looked cool. But
yeah.
Those are the ones that I actually beat and abuse and use as screwdrivers and things like that. Whereas these nicer ones,
I want something
that.
that's one hand opening, whether it's automatic or assisted or just a good flipper. I want something.
Mostly that's usually what I try to carry is the spring assist.
All right. So next week, if we hit 100 likes on the stream, we'll be giving away another hat. So stick around for that. And don't forget, members only, if you're interested in checking out our live stream test, we're going to do that sometime this week, and we'll put that out on social media too and let you know when that's happening. We might do something cool for that too. Depends on how many people show up.
I just wanted to say that earlier today I checked our YouTube subscribers and we were at 9,140. So, guys, if you guys help us get to 10,000, it'll be amazing. It
would be amazing.
Yes. So
I was
spread the
expecting you were going
word.
to do something for them.
We will. I mean, if you know,
Nah, we're doing nothing.
I'll see to it that we will do something. If you guys have a friend,
Wait,
I'll tell you what we're gonna
I have
do.
an idea.
Share.
Spare me. When we get to 10K, that's when we'll do this.
When we hit 10K, if I can figure it out, we're gonna do some gifted memberships.
Connor's just trying to get out of this.
I
one.
am.
What are you trying to give this away? Why don't you give away a spot?
I said.
Who wants to come eat hot wings with us, right?
What I said was when we get to 10K is when we'll do it.
She's got this idea where we get guests in here and make them spin a wheel to see which one they try. I'm like, that's going to end the the interview really quickly.
You're worried about the guests, but just screw me, right? Make me eat all 10.
Dance.
Monkey dance. I hate it here.
So, as I was saying, if you have a friend who likes, Western cowboy hats, share the word.
Yes, share the word.
Put it out there and make this community grow.
If you're visiting your grandmother, log into her YouTube and subscribe.
I feel like that's fraud, but okay.
It might be.
That's the way to fraud.
Well, I mean, I'll take it.
Logging into her YouTube is not very far from logging into
maybe
her
she's
bank.
got maybe it's on her TV. My mom's is on her TV.
It's not far from logging into her bank account, though. Just saying, you're riding a line there.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Someone here is saying that I bet I bet Lorena can handle that sauce better than Joe and Connor. Well,
Absolutely.
maybe.
Ain't no
You
maybe
think?
about it.
Am I gonna do it? No, gracias.
Oh, wait. No, you're going to do it. You're
Someone
going
has
to do it too.
Someone has to read the questions for you
Yes,
guys.
someone has to read the questions.
Ah.
And somebody has to bring us ice cream and stuff.
That's my job.
All right. That's all I got. You got anything else? You got anything, Connor?
Well,
No, help
I just
me.
gotta
Please
say-
help.
Yes.
thank you guys for all the questions. I'm sorry I couldn't read them all. This is really, if you guys want to send a super chat, you can always do that. Sometimes your questions get lost in the stream, so I cannot see them. So I'm sorry.
She
if
is managing 2 streams at once. And
She's-
I have 3
chats.
screens.
Yeah,
Yeah, 3
so,
screens going on right now.
we appreciate that. And
Yes.
I don't know how hard it's going to be when we have 4.
Because some of our viewers kind of got upset that I would have my phone watching comments here. Some people got upset over that. So
But
now
I-
we just make her work harder.
I do want to
complain much,
say,
Connor?
if I don't read your question today, tonight, I always go.
She's got a notepad.
I do. Show him.
Throw it at him. Throw it at him.
No, not this.
Okay, so
Aw.
my point is, I check YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook for your questions. So be patient, and like I said, there's always that super chat button you can hit. Get my attention.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Remember, hit the subscribe button if you're here for the hats. You gotta be a subscriber to win the hat,
Yes.
and we'll be giving away another one next week. Thanks for playing. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.